Yann, it is great to be with you here today. Before we start, could you introduce your job role and what you're responsible for?
Hello, Fiona. Dear everyone. So my job role is to be a AFNOR International Standardization Project Manager. I do work on ISO and SEN. My job is to organize and timeline project on normalization for all the stakeholders.
Great. And an important part of that timeline is the commenting period, like gathering comments from people on the drafts of the standard. So could you walk us step by step through the comment process?
Yeah, sure. So it depends, first of all, of the NSB process. The NSB process is specific for each country. So, for example, in France, we use a specific tool for our French expert to provide comments. And we fix a meeting with the French Mirror Commission of the PC 250 to obtain an agreement before sending them. I think that all NSB should send the ISO table of comment to Charles Corey from the PC 250, and Charles Corey sent us to me as a WG1 manager, and I send it to Romain Ribou, who is the convener of the WG1, so working group 1, and Romain deal with them.
Great. So I'm just going to repeat that, Yann, making sure that it's really clear. So every national standard body, every NSB is different in how they do their comments. And you're today giving us an understanding of how AFNOR do their comments, which is great. Yes. So the comments will be gathered by AFNOR. So you will work with the chair of the Mirror Committee. In this case, it's Romain Ribou. And you will go out to the experts you have that you work with on your Mirror Committee, and they will give you the comments, and then you will submit all the comments back to Charles Corey, who is gathering all the different national standard body comments.
Yes, this is our, in France, this is our cycle method, but I know that in Germany is the same. So yes, all NSBs has their whole methodology, yeah. But the main fact is that all NSB have to send the comments and receive the comments and have to inform them experts. So it's the job to the NSB, the national standards body, to connect with the expert and also to send the comments. So the main entrance and is the national standard body. And just a correction, Romain is not the chairman of the Mirror Committee in France. The chairwoman is Pauline Tesseder.
Oh, fantastic. Thanks for making that clarification. And actually, I have another unexpected question. With the commenting period, is it every national standard body in the world that can gather comments, or is it only the national standards bodies who are currently involved in the ISO 20021 work?
Oh, no, it is everybody who can submit comments, but you know that you have different type of experts. We have members, participant members, observators members, and we have liaison members, internal and external people. So for the period of the DES, everybody can comment, but normally only participant members can comment. But at this stage, it is for everyone, because it's DES is called also public inquiry.
A public inquiry. So the period that we're at now with the revision of ISO 20021 is the public inquiry stage.
Exactly.
Every national standard body should be able to gather comments, but also we need to understand that every national standard body works differently. There are a lot of national standards. I think it's over, is it 20,000 or 200,000?
Exactly.
Many. So we can't expect every national standard body to be active in this area, but obviously everyone watching the webinar, experts in the event sector, if they are very keen to give a comment, they can be in contact with their national standard body.
Yes.
Yes, could you remind us how people can access the draft standard and the comment document from their national standard body or the liaison body, and also the dates by when the submissions need to be in? So just to clarify for everybody, there is a draft standard that has been created, there is an official comment form to complete, and there are some key timelines. So what advice could you give us on that, Yann?
Yes, and on this topic, as we say precedently, we at this time actually Charles Corey from PC 250 submit the DES document. So as you know, in the hierarchy, in the WG, in the working group, we work on the standard. After we send the document to the PC, so the project committee, to 250, and you are the chairwoman of this PC, and we send the document, and the document is sending from Charles to ISO, and actually the document is in process, so we don't have anymore the possibility to work on, and the date. I don't have the date actually. I'm waiting for, but I think that I will receive the document and also the date. But if I remember well, it's we have 3 months of DIS process. So the document is already sent. So I think it will be end of July, feel like that. So before end of July, thing like that, we need to, I ask for all NSB to be able to connect with the experts, ask to the expert their point of view, ask their opinion, and send us the document directly to Charles, to the PC. And this is the cycle of the commenting submission. And so, as I said precedently, I ask to all experts to connect with their national standard body.
Yes, so be in contact with your national standard body. They will send you the draft of the standard, have an awareness that the comment period is probably just until the end of July, and have an awareness that it takes a bit of organizing to fill in the comment sheet and to submit it back.
And the NSB provide also the deadline. So it's also the role of the NSB to be able to inform the experts. The experts don't have all the information, you know. They're expertise, and they connected with the project because they give us the opportunity to have knowledge, but they don't know the ISO process, and the ISO process is in charge of the NSB.
Yeah, and I think that's a really important point to make, because the event experts have event expertise, but understanding the importance of the ISO structure, how it works with global governments, how it is a consensus approach, how there's a lot of transparency and integrity with it. That's the ISO and the national standards bodies that understand that.
Exactly.
Can you remind us of the importance of how we number the comments?
ISO will number the comments, but experts have to specify, and it's absolutely important to specify the clauses and also the sub-clauses very well, because for PC 250 and for the working group 1, as I manage, it's time to win for us in the treatment of documents. Last time we received around last stage, sorry, we received around 350 comments plus 350 comments, and plus 350 comments, around 1,000 comments to trait. So when we're numbering them, we should number them from clause 1 to clause 10. And if the clauses is not mentioned, we don't know where we can range this comment. So it's very important to put the clauses and subclauses information to treat the comment.
So anyone filling in the comment form, they might be tempted to just write their comment, having read the draft, but they have to understand that you've got thousands of comments coming in from different national standards bodies. And if it doesn't very clearly say the clause and the subclause, the likelihood is it won't be addressed, will it?
Yes.
And can you explain the difference between a general comment and a specific comment, including any details of how a specific comment would need to be worded?
Important point. A general comment doesn't offer any proposal. A general comment is most of the time a point of view and also a part of subject concerning the standard. And specific comment is a point, a mistake, or modify. It should be editorial or it should be technical comment, and proposing a reviewing proposal. Sorry. So it means that general comment is a point of view, and a specific comment, technical or editorial, point a mistake or a modification, and is all the time connected with the proposal.
So our hope is that people will trial the current standard. And as they're trialing it, they will be reading the standard, they'll be taking the action that it outlines.
Yes.
And they may see a spelling mistake. So then they would be able to say clause 1, subclause 2, spelling mistake, and that would be an editorial comment. Or they might think, at this stage, I think it would have helped to have included this extra line, or to have suggested that we consider this in identifying issues. And then someone could fill in the comment clause, subclause, and a suggestion to add an extra line. And that would then be a technical comment. And I think by trialing the standard, people will really have the expertise to be able to give that input. I think it's also important to know, like you mentioned before, there is ISO expertise in this, and there is a language for ISO standards.
Yes, should provide in English.
But things like the words should and shall, they mean something for demonstrating that you are in action on the standard. So is there anything you would like to say on that, Yann?
Oh, no, I don't want to complicate their work. Just to all the experts, just provide us your comment. If it's a general comment, provide us your general comment. If you have a philosophy ID, provide us as a general comment. If you have if you did something and you want to inform us about the opportunity to know about it, inform us as a general comment. But if you read the standard and you would like to change some statistics, I think a number, a group of a bibliography, I think. I'm thinking about an annex. Just provide us a technical comment. And as you say before, if it's an editorial modification, provide us also. So write as you want, as you would like to write, and during the job, if the commission members accept it, we will make the modification well, because you have to know that in the table of the comment, you will see on the right column, there is a blank column that you have to leave blank this column. This is my column. This is the column of the secretariat and the manager. And it is in this column that we will put the modification if the commission judge that we need to modify the comment and the proposal that we receive. And this is in this column that we will accept a comment, or this is in this column that we will reject a comment. But we can also accept a comment and make modification on the comment. And so we will change the wording in these columns.
And in the resources that we're sharing with you, we'll share an example of what the comment sheet looks like, Yann, and you've very clearly said there that it covers the well, in fact, let's just very quickly go through that comment sheet, because the first column in the comment sheet, what does that refer to?
First column is the initial of the country. When the NSB receive the table of comment, they will receive all the table of comment without any information, any tutorial. So it will be column on the left, it will be MB or NC. After it will be line number, subclause or clause, paragraph, figure, table, type of comment, comments, proposal change, and observation of the secretariat. The tutorial things is simple. You have to insert your initial on below MB or NC. Below line number, you have to insert here the reference in doc line. Below clause and subclause, you just have to complete with the reference doc clause. Below paragraph, figure, table, simple, you have to reference doc table if relevant. Type of comment, we can have three types of comment. G as general, okay, T as technical change, and E as editorial change. So just provide the initial G, T, E. Below comments, you insert your reasoning and general comment. This is the why we comment. Effectively, you can use language like it's better to use we or neutral and not use I. It's better to use we. And you have to keenly speak precisely, concisely, and diplomatically as possible in the, below comments. If you make a proposition, this is the state, below proposal change, who you explain the what change you wish to be done. Here you propose that thing happen, thing change, and it's important here to insert also specific information, because your proposal will be the changing inside the draft. So it's a big responsibility. So it needs to be very clean and very well writing. Last column is the observation of the secretariat. You leave it blank. It's here in this column that the commission and the manager of the WG working group 1 should provide accepted, rejected, or accepted in part, or accepted with the following modification.
That's an excellent summary, Yann. Thank you.
And it could be also noted. Noted, it's for general comments, like we noted. Yes, your comment is noted.
And is there what is an example of a bad comment and a good comment?
a bad comment and a good comment. So bad comment, for example, is a point that we already validated. Like a comment without proposal. Can you modify that? Please change this line. This is a bad comment. A good comment, like a general comment is without a proposal, but a good comment is a comment with the initial, with the clause, with the subclause, with the paragraph, with the figure, with the table, with the type of comment, with the comment, and also with the proposition of the of changing. So it means that for a general comment, a good comment is a comment without proposal, but with a good structure of interest. A good comment, like in technical, it should be like the change, technical aspect of meaning, with comments and proposal. And for editorial comment is the same, commenting, but also proposing change.
And I'm going to give some very theoretical examples now for people. These are not real, but a good general comment would be, we have trialed this standard. We believe that human rights has a strong focus in this, and we would support the inclusion of additional focuses. So then you read that, and all the national standards bodies will gather their comments. You, Yann, will work with the working group to go through all of the comments. So everybody in the working group would hear that general comment, and it would help them as they develop their work on the standard. A bad general comment would be, I didn't understand the references to human rights. And then everybody in the room thinks, oh, but what didn't you understand, or why, or which area specifically?
Exactly.
So then in terms of a good specific comment, it could be clause 10, subclause 2, the sentence where you say, consider your human rights, and the proposed change could be, consider your human and child rights. And then the working group could discuss, do we want those extra words in or not? And there's a clear comment. But a bad comment would be very similar. So you'd say that the clause and the line, but you might leave the proposed section empty, and then you can't do anything about it.
Yes, it is exactly what you say, Fiona.
Great, good. I think we're helping people fill in their comment sheet, hopefully.
Yes, yes.
Good. So to summarize, every national standard body should be open for comments. All of the experts listening could go to their national standard body, ask to see the public inquiry document that is out. Before July, they will need to give comments back, and that timing depends on the national standard body. And then we've given an overview today on how to fill in that comment sheet. Is there anything else you would like to say to everyone, Yann?
No, I would like to thank you for this time, and also it's a great idea to inform the world concerning the DIES stage, and we would like many comments. We expect a lot of comments from everywhere. Should interest for us to have the culture also, and to see the difference between countries, the ambitions, and we want a strong standard. And for strong standard, we need strong information, pertinent comments, critical proposition. So let's go.
Definitely. And I think anyone listening, any event experts listening, don't be scared by the process. These resources should help you through it. And it's not every ISO standard that does this to help the experts, but
Yes, yes.
we're passionate that this standard does have a lot of great comments and global engagement. So that's why we're happy to do
And
it.
also, please, to everyone, communicate on the revision. Indicate to your partners, collaborators, friends. Make this revision viral.
Yes, because this is the standard for the event sector.
Exactly.
Sector.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Yann.
Thank you, Fiona.